Good morning and welcome to the free daily coaching hangout. Your daily hangout for mindset, tech tips, and everything attraction marketing. We're here every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Sit back or jump in. Either way, remember to have some fun. Here at freedailycoaching.com.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the free daily coaching hangout. Bert Bledsoe here, coming to you live from Colorado Springs. We're going to do some welcomes, some intros, and we're going to do a Thursday throwdown. And this Thursday, I'm going to do a different type of throwdown. I'm going to throw down a challenge. And I'm going to throw down a challenge to everyone that wants to participate. Everyone that's talked about doing something different. For everyone that's been getting excited about their business, this is going to be a challenge for you. So if you're excited about 2015, if you want to take it to the next level in 2015, if 2015 is going to be your breakthrough year, then this is going to be the throwdown that you're going to want to hear. So let me do a few things. I want to do a little housekeeping. I want to say hello and welcome to everyone. And I want to let everyone know I've been going back and forth on an email with webinars on air. Just so you guys know, they have a staff member that literally logged in, and I gave him the link. He's even registering to see what the error is. And so I just wanted I let him know that no one was getting the reminder emails, that you weren't getting them the hour before or 10 minutes before. You weren't getting them at all. If that's different, then just let me know. But just so you know, I do have that back and forth going. We had like several emails going back and forth yesterday trying to correct the error. So hopefully we'll get this thing ironed out, and I'm sure they will. That's their focus, right? Is making sure that we get service as customers. And so I just literally went through support, and they're getting it taken care of. So I will let you guys know as soon as that issue gets remedied. I want to say congratulations to all the people that are, right now that are getting results, that are taking action. And I know you guys know who you are. There's quite a few of you that are, and maybe you haven't even shared it with me, and you've been taking action and getting some results, and and you feel good about that. And I want to celebrate that really quick this morning and say congratulations. And I want to invite you to come and celebrate that with us tomorrow as well. On a free-for-all Friday, what we do is everyone's welcome to come over and participate, and we talk specifically about the results that we got, right? We specifically share the simple action that we took and then the result we got, whether it was a positive result, the result that we wanted, or a negative result. And that way we can really interact with each other and get some feedback, but also share and celebrate with each other in our accomplishments and in your accomplishments. So keep that in mind. So if you've been taking action, if you've been going out and getting some results, then congratulations, and keep it up, right? Keep up the good work. Keep going, and keep moving forward and progressing. I want to say welcome back to Craig, who is out for a couple days. Let's say good morning to Whitman. Let's say good morning to Karen. Vicky, hello, and good morning to you. Christina, good morning. There's Jeannie's here this morning. Malia, Mr. Jackson Kelly is here. Phoenicia, good morning and welcome. Leanne, Eric, good to see you, buddy. Bob Miller is here. What's up, Mr. Miller? Thank you for the kind words. Thank you all for the kind words on Facebook. I just appreciate it so very much. Mr. Rosenberg, Howie is coming to us from Florida. Good morning to you, sir. Mr. Ryan, Larry Ryan's here. Chris Schaus is in the house. Rocky is here today. Good morning. If you guys haven't met Rocky, I just got to really get to chat with Rocky a few times the other day. Rocky actually lives right around the corner from where I grew up as a young kid, right across the freeway. So fun times. Debbie Deerdorf, good morning to you. Clive, what's up? Congratulations, Clive, making the leaderboards. Guys, I want to say congratulations to so many people that are doing so many wonderful things right now because of the wonderful things you do, right? Isn't that, this is a song from a kids thing or something? because of the wonderful things that you guys have been doing, it creates momentum for so many other people. You see, what happens is, maybe Christina does something that Judy sees and goes, wow, look at what Christina just did. So then that motivates and inspire, or maybe it inspires Judy, right? And something that Judy does might inspire Angel to go out and take some action. And she might get some amazing results that Jeannie sees and goes, wow, well, look what Angel did. I'm going to go and do that. And she gets inspired and she motivates herself to go and take some action because she felt inspired, right? And then Jeannie does something that Deb sees and Jackson sees, and they do something. And then all of a sudden, that's how it works, guys. And that's how you can become the light. You can become that resource. You can become that helper, that person that really reaches out, right? And it keeps on spreading and spreading and spreading. And on the Thursday Throwdown, the reason I said I wanted to switch it up a little bit is I wanted to switch it up a little bit and throw down a challenge. Last week I was invited to go and hang out with Jack and Christy Kelly on their Friday Night Live hangout that they do each Friday. From Southern Colorado, they host this Friday Night Live, right? And they asked me if I would come on and share with the Friday Night Live crew some tips, some marketing things, and I did. And one of the things I did was I threw out a challenge there, and I thought, what's a better Thursday throwdown than to throw down a challenge? So I'm going to bring Jackson over real quick. Let me see if I can get him. I pushed the button. Let's see if he comes over. All right, I'm going to bring Mr. Jackson Kelly over real quick, and we're going to discuss what we did, what that throwdown was. We're going to do a little recap, and I'm going to extend that challenge. I'm going to throw down that challenge to each and every one of you guys. And this isn't something that's going to cost you money. It's not going to, what it is going to, right? It's not like a ploy to get a lead. It's nothing, guys, other than something to help give you a boost, something for you, a tool, something to leverage for yourself, to go out and create more leads, to go out and create more exposure for your business, and to step it up. So, I might have kicked him off when I tried to bring him over, because it looks like I kicked him off. I booted him off. So this was the throwdown. The gist of it in general. The gist is, can you go out and generate leads? And have you been taught how to do that? Do you have several different methods to be able to do that? And the answer is absolutely. Absolutely. If you're here on Free Daily Coaching, unless you're here for the very first time, and I don't see anyone that is here for the very first time, but maybe you're watching from Google Plus or YouTube, simply go back and see some of the other videos I have, and then come visit us over at burtbledsoe.com, grab my newsletter, right? And connect in with us, really connect over with us and connect with me, and let me show you how to go out and generate those leads. So, so here we go. Jackson made it over. Hey, Jack, what's going on, buddy?
Good morning.
Hey, what did we say? Was it 3 leads a day?
Well, it was 90.
90 total, right?
Yeah, 90 total. There was
90
no
total. So, and that was from what was that date? Last Friday. Or
Friday the 16th.
16th. Okay, so we'll have 2 separate things going, right? So if you didn't, so guess what? Maybe you were on the Friday Night Live call with Jackson and Christy, and you didn't start the challenge. Maybe you got behind. Well, guess what? We're going to give you, it's like bonus round. Bonus round, right? It's like you already won a $50,000 prize on Wheel of Fortune, and then they let you do the bonus round. You're like, really? I get a bonus round? Like, I already won all these prizes, now I get a bonus round? This is going to be Thursday Throwdown bonus round, okay? We're going to extend it. So if you didn't start on the 16th, okay? If you didn't start then, now if you did, that's something special, right? That's something different, right? That's another challenge. But I'm going to extend the challenge because not everyone was at Friday Night Live. So the Thursday Throwdown is you got to go out and get 90 leads, okay? You got to go out and get 90 leads. You know what? Since this is a bonus round, let's go 100. Let's step it up. Let's make it a round number. Let's just make it a hundo, okay? And the Thursday Throwdown says it's January 22nd. By February 22nd, right? By the 22nd, can you go generate 100 leads?
Heck yeah.
And if you can, you're going to get a bonus prize, right? I'm going to give you something fun for your marketing. Okay, that's a bonus prize, not something that I created. This is going to be a real prize, right? A real three-dimensional physical prize that you can use in your marketing. But guess what? The real prize is going to be. The real prize is going to be that you're going to have gone out and generated 100 leads. You're going to have proven that you can generate leads. You're going to have shown yourself that you can generate leads. So then what? That's the question, right? Well, that's what we talk about here each day, each morning at Free Daily Coaching. We talk about different marketing strategies, different way to propose offers, different skill sets that you can use in your marketing to go out and achieve the success that you desire, right? We have plenty of different groups and ways to connect, right, with me on a different level so that you can learn these skill sets, so that you can learn, okay, well, now that I've learned how to collect and capture some leads, now what do I do? Now how do I take it to that next level? What do you do? Well, you have to communicate, right? That's the next step. And that's what we're going to be talking about over the next few weeks here on Free Daily Coaching. That's what a lot of the results that we talk about on the Friday, Free-for-All Fridays and the Throwdowns, that's what we're talking about, right? When you hear about the results, when you see the action and you hear about the results are about communication, usually. The results are about people connecting with other people, right? Because we're in a people business. We're in a service industry here, guys. Right? And our service is our service to the other people that are about us. That's what the service that we're in, right? Unless you and you may have a product as well, right? You may sell a product as well. But let me ask you a question. Do you provide some level of service to those product users, right? Obviously at some level there's a customer support center that you use and that is part of a bigger corporation, right, that you're going to be using and utilize, but you probably service your customers directly, right, even if you have a product. So the Thursday Throwdown is something different. It's something new. It's what can you do to go out and build your business, and do you want to get a free little prize, and do you want to build your business? Do you want to have some extra motivation, right, to go out and capture and collect and capture, right? Collect the groups of people, capture their information, put them on your mailing list, right? Put them on your newsletter. That's big, right? Because imagine what's going to happen if you have 100 people now to talk to, right? What happens if you have 100 new, fresh people to talk to? Do you think that there's someone in those 100 people that might need some assistance in some area? Maybe they need help with setting up an automated email system. Maybe they need help setting up a capture page or a blog. Maybe they need to know about Facebook or Instagram. Maybe they have no idea that you can use social media for networking. Right? That there's so much that you have to share. So, Thursday Throwdown, what do you think? What do you think, Mr. Jackson?
It's you know what, it's extremely doable. It's like every time that you know you just venture out and you know, this thing is a lot like an elephant. You got to take it bite by bite. But leads, the things that we learn every single day, especially hanging out with Bert, it's relationships. Heck yeah, we can do it. We've already got some surprises for you from Friday Night Live. There's some people cooking, so you're gonna just regret the day that you ever said that, because we are champions.
Nice. And you know, that's the whole thing. It's like, you know, the whole idea is, you know, the methods. If you're watching Free Daily Coaching here today, and maybe you're watching back on a replay or a video, and you're like, well, what's 100 leads? Like 100 leads, that's nothing. Well, yeah, in the big picture, 100 leads, you know, numerically is not a lot of leads. You know, you can go out and buy 100 leads. You can get you can buy lists of thousands of leads, right? For pennies, guys. I mean, not pennies, but you can buy cheap leads, right? You can buy leads, guys. You can get leads. You can get traffic, okay? That's not that complicated, okay? Now, this is what's complicated. What's complicated is if those people know, like, and trust you, are they going to purchase from you? Are they going to actually interact with you? Or are they just going to be like names on a list, right? Because if you just have 10,000 names on a list that you're just sending emails to and no one's paying attention, what good is that to you, right? Would you rather have a list of 10,000 people that no one's listening, no one knows who you are, no one really cares about what you're offering? Or would you rather have a list of 100 that you've talked to, that you know, that said, yeah, I want to get your emails? And would you rather send them an email to say, hey, I got something really cool cooking. Hey, I got this really cool thing that might be of assistance to you. If you need this, come check this out. What would be better, right? So if you're watching, you're like, oh, okay, now maybe now that's making a little more sense, right? Maybe now you're getting it a little bit more. You're like, oh, okay, now I understand why you could have just 100, right? And guess what? There's a lot of people right now. Maybe you've never generated a lead. Maybe you've generated 3 leads or 5. Maybe you have never broken the 10. Maybe you've never generated 10 leads, right? Maybe you've never generated 3 leads a day for 5 days in a row. These are all types of milestones, all types of goals that you can set for yourself to be able to go out and then share. Imagine if you get 3 leads, 5 leads, 10 leads, whatever that number is a day, consistently in a row, and then you could go out and share that with someone. Imagine the person that's brand new. Imagine the person that never generated a lead. Imagine how impressed they're going to be. Like, you generated leads every day this week? How did you do that? Well, let me show you, right? Let me show you how to do that. And that's an easy share. That's an easy way to go out, get people on your newsletter, and then be able to communicate with them. Well, let me show you what I did, right? Let me show you what I'm doing. So Thursday Throwdown, maybe to you you're thinking, wow, that doesn't seem like a big number. Or maybe you're on the other end of the spectrum and that looks like a big number to you. Maybe 100 seems like, wow, I've never generated 100 leads. I've never done that kind of action before. Well, guess what? You can, okay? You can do that kind of action, and you can do it simply and easily, and oops, I'm all over the place here, guys. I got dogs going in and out and garage doors opening and closing, right? It's a wonderful world of home business. The reality is you can go out and start generating leads. You can go start using the tools that are available, and if you don't have a platform and you're wondering, and I think most of the people that are here do, but if you're not using a marketing platform, if you're not using the platform that I'm using, and you want to get the success that I'm having, then that's what you've got to do. You've got to use the tools that I'm using, right? You got to use if you're following someone that's having success and you want the success that they're achieving, you're going to have to take the actions that they're taking. You're going to have to use the tools that they're using. Raise your hand, Jackson. Raise your hand.
Well, I'm trying to keep it polite in Colorado, man. That's all.
No, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to touch on what you just said because it's what you were just talking about. The tool, and this is no man woman thing, but Christy is like trying to do this thing the other day, and she's just getting very frustrated. And I came in there because I grabbed the right tool and did it in like 1 second. And I looked at her and I said, "You got to have the right tool." I mean, it's really simple as that. If you don't, it's just like a car. If you don't have your key, you ain't gonna start it. Pretty simple. Sorry.
No. It's totally simple, and that's it. You just have to have the right tools, right? And guess what? This is the cool part. If you have the right tools and you have a group of people that have the right tools, check this out. Like, think of it like this. Think of it as you're like a carpenter, right? Maybe you're a framer, maybe you're the guy that does drywall, maybe you're a painter or a roofer, maybe you do the gutter work, right? Maybe you install windows, right? Whatever. Maybe you're the concrete guy. You get to pick, okay? You get to pick. The point is this. We all have tools. And when we work as a group and we all have the right tools, we could build anything. We could go and build a house, right? The guys armed with the right tool, even one guy with the right tools could build a house from the ground up. Literally, if you had the right tools, you could do it. How do I know? Well, because my grandpa's used to do it all the time, right? Like my grandpa has built many, many homes by himself, right? With a couple of my uncles, my aunts, with us, walking around when we were kids, right? My father built a huge addition onto his house. He did it on himself out of his garage, right? Did the blueprints, had them done up by the engineer, the city planner, all the stuff, and then he started building, right? So, can you do it? Yes, if you have the right tools. The question is this. If you want to go and build a house, you got to have some stuff. Let's say you're a framer, okay? You got to have a tool belt. You got to have a framing hammer, right? You need to probably need like a square, right? You're going to need a tape measure. You need some pencils, right? You're going to need a chalk box to snap some chalk lines sometimes, right? You're going to need a torpedo level, probably a pair of hand pliers, right? So if you have wire or something like that you need to mess around with, right? You're going to need some certain tools. Now let me ask you a question. If you go and apply at Johnny's construction company and the owner says, or the foreman says, yeah, man, you're hired, he's looked at your experience and stuff, when you show up on Monday, you better show up with the right tools, right? Because you're going to need those tools to do the job, right? That's just the reality. Now, if they say to you, hey, part of the gig is we don't use old school framing hammers. We only use nail guns, okay? And you got to bring your own gun. We provide all the nails and the lines and the compressor and everything, but it's up to you to have your own nail gun. Check this out. If the nail gun costs $350 for an air nailer, or $275 or $150 or whatever it costs, right? Do you go get the nailer to get the job done? Or you're like, oh no, forget it. I'll just wait around for the old school people that are still doing hammer and nail, right? Well, if you want to get that job, if you want to go and work for that company, you're going to go buy that air nailer, right? That's the reality of it. So it's a question about, do you want to set yourself up to be able to do the job the easiest, the best way to do it? And if the answer is yes, then grab the tools that are required, right, when they're presented. And it's not a lot of tools. You don't need, 8 million things and be jumping in 58 directions. But you need to have a base, right? You have to have a base set of tools. And what I mean by a base is you should have an email autoresponder. If you don't and you want to get one, get in touch with me. I'll tell you what I use, and I'll show you. You should have, in addition to that, you should have some way with that, if you want to take it the next step past just going out and manually collecting people, you should have some way to then market to those people, some kind of lead capture system, right? Some way, like some website pages, builders, something that you can actually capture the leads so that you're not just sending them to a corporate site where you're not able to collect the leads, right? That's it. Those are the base tools that I think you need to, that I believe are required when you're starting to build your business online. Whether it's a home-based business, direct sales, you're taking a small brick-and-mortar business online, right? You need an autoresponder, and you need some kind of a marketing tools, right, to be able to collect and capture the leads, the prospects, and then you have the autoresponder for the communication part back. So, guys, Thursday Throwdown is go out and grab 100 leads. You got a month. You have a month to go out and grab 100 leads, right? So the question is, do you want to go out and build your business? And if you do, then take the Throwdown, right? Take the challenge and go out and generate those leads. Go out and build your business. I want to remind everyone, let me put it over in the chat. So that this morning, Diane Hockman is doing the wake-up call. So there's the phone number, there's the access code. If you're not in My Lead System Pro, don't worry, you don't have to be. It's an absolutely free call. You're allowed to call in. There's the access code. Call in. She's going to talk about the power for the power. What is it? Let me tell you what she's going to talk about so I don't mess it up. Oh, 4 simple steps to everything you want. So she's going to break it down and make it simple. You know how we both like to do it, guys. Make it super, super easy. So jump on there. You got a few minutes. You can go and say hello and introduce yourself on the line and say hi if you want. You can jump on the call. It's 832-559-5901. Access code is 100669. It's every Monday through Friday right after the free daily coaching call at 11 a.m. Eastern. So, yeah, Chris, if you already started on the Friday Night Live, then just use that one because you already started, so you're it. So you're in. You're in like Flint. All right, I will see you guys on the flip side. I will see some of you later. If you need anything today, like always, get a hold of me. Send me a text message if you have my telly. Send me an instant message on Facebook. Or if it's not too important and you don't care if it takes a day or two for me to respond, send me an email at organicbert1@gmail.com. All right, guys, we'll see you guys on the next free daily coaching call.